So here's a couple of updates for 2021, the start of 2021. 3 things that we're seeing that are interesting relating to finance. First one is that house prices are at record highs. You know, it's really common news, everyone knows that. Regional Queensland is up basically double what the rest of Brisbane is. So I think regional Queensland is up nearly 8% and Brisbane has increased over the last 12 months by 4%. So if you're buying in Brisbane, it's actually not quite as crazy as what it is, you know, externally to that. We're seeing clients who are buying on the Sunshine Coast and the Gold Coast, really difficult, really hard to find a property, and there's lots of other offers. Now, some of those other offers are coming from Sydney and Melbourne. It's probably in the news as well. And a lot of those offers are cash unconditional offers. So what that means is people have got cash sitting in the bank account, they buy a property, they like it, it settles all in 3 weeks. So for a real estate agent and for a seller, that's really simple and it's really easy. So if you're not in that situation, which a lot of our clients aren't, then what you've got to do is, the first thing you've got to do is build a relationship with the agent and talk to them about what you're doing. You've also got to make sure that they understand how long your finance is going to be so that they can create the right expectation with the owner. And then the other thing that we do is we then will try and talk to that agent on the way through the process to keep them updated so that they know where things are at, so they've still got confidence that you can buy the property. And also lastly, the better that we build a relationship with them, if in the event we need to get an extension, we can easily get it and we already know them and they're already on site, all right? So buying at the moment is a lot different to normal. You know, you're getting people buying on video and outside of the state and all that sort of stuff. So you've got to work with what you've got. Now the second thing is if you're looking to buy or sell in the next 3 to 4 months, banks are taking a lot longer, all right? So if you're upgrading your property, like let's say you're selling a property and you're buying another property, what you've got to do is you've got to give yourself a lot longer than you normally would to get that property sold, all right? So it might take 2 or 3 times as long as it normally would. The second thing is for your finance as well, in order to get your loan approved, you've got to give yourself a little bit more time there. So usually another week or 2. So you want to space it out so that it's not you're not trying to do too many things all at once. And then that way you can factor it in and you can give everyone the time that they need to get it approved for you. Now, if you're buying, a similar thing is happening, all right? And so when you're negotiating your finance period, once upon a time, it was quite common for you to negotiate, say, 14 days to get your finance approved, and that was adequate time. Now we're recommending at least 21 to 28 days, and just have that little bit of a buffer in case it takes longer than planned, all right? The third thing is to do with interest rates and refinancing. Now, because of all the business around at the moment, there's a lot of people buying, all that sort of stuff, a lot of people moving. Banks at the moment are seeing a lot of business, all right? And so you're not seeing the special offers and the refinance offers and the rebates and the lower interest rates and that kind of stuff that you normally might at this time of the year. The reason for that is banks pretty much only put these offers out when they're needing to hit targets and when they feel like they're falling behind and they want to catch up to their competitors. Now, when they've got lots of business, they don't need to do that, all right? So I think you might find that if the housing market, the level of activity drops off over the next few months, that you might see some of those offers come out. And if they do, then we'll shoot a video on it and we'll send it out. But if you want to talk about your situation in any more detail, don't hesitate to get in touch and we're happy to talk with you then. Cheers.